Hi, I'm Alan B. Havis,
And I'm Alice B. McGinty.
and we're here today to launch our new book, The Sea Knows.
We are so excited to share this book with you. But before we do, we'll tell a little about ourselves. I grew up loving to read.
And I grew up,
I grew up playing with words.
and I played.
But you were creative too, weren't you?
I was creative. I would draw and doodle, and I think I was a very imaginative kid.
You were. And I was too. I made up poems and stories and jump rope rhymes. And you know what? I was an explorer too. I used to play in the fields behind my house and look around, and I found insects and looked for all sorts of interesting things. And when we went to the beach, I would collect shells.
I explored also. I'd climb trees, I'd look for frogs, and I'd walk the beach of Lake Michigan looking for Petoskey stones.
You're really good at finding them too,
Thank you.
still now. So I also was curious. You know, I used to ask questions all the time. And I think that led me to become a writer. Every single book that I've written has been based on a question.
You know, you still are curious
I am,
in
aren't
so
I?
many ways.
It's so true.
But I guess I'm curious too. My curiosity led me to become an attorney. And from there, I became a writer. And as a writer, I became a wordsmith. And now I wordsmith children's books.
And so that leads us to fast forward a little bit. The two of us met about 4 years ago, fell in love, and found ourselves on vacation in Jamaica. And when we went to Jamaica, Alan said something to me. Do you remember what you said to me?
I said, we'll go to Jamaica and we'll find you a story.
And I was so excited about that. So off we went, and we found lots of adventures, including being bit by jellyfish, but no story. And it was toward the end of the vacation, and we were walking the beach in Negril and looking out at the ocean and just kind of talking. And these two curious people, you know, we were just wondering about the sea. And I said to Alan, there's so much out there that we don't know under the sea.
And I said, but the sea knows.
And that's when my head exploded. And I said, Alan, that's our book. The Sea Knows.
The Sea Knows. Written by Alice B. McGinty and Alan B. Havis. Illustrated by Stephanie Labaris and published by Simon & Schuster.
We're going to share a few verses from the book now. We are young. The sea is old. The sea has secrets. The sea knows.
Although our book is nonfiction and filled with interesting facts, we wanted to capture more than the facts of the sea. We wanted to capture the mystery and magic of the sea and the fascination that we all have with it.
The fascination that we felt as we walked that ocean and looked out at that mysterious sea. The sea knows huge. The sea knows small. The sea knows short. The sea knows tall.
In the back matter, we talk about that the sea has the largest creature on the planet and some of the smallest ones. The largest creature being the blue whale, and some of the smaller ones being krill. And one eats the other, a whole lot of them.
I wonder which one eats which. Here's another verse. The sea knows depths as black as ink. The sea knows float. The sea knows sink.
The sea is actually 1 mile deeper than the tallest mountain. And we also talk about how some things float and some things sink.
The last verse. The sea knows when the storms should cease. The sea knows calm. The sea knows.
So I hope you could see by these verses that we read that not only are we talking about facts for young readers, but also trying to capture the mystery and magic of the sea.
And one thing that we do is that we take very simple concepts like hide and seek and like smooth and shiny and huge and small, and we things that the student knows, and we relate them to more complex things that are in the ocean. It's a great way to introduce the kids to something that's maybe more complex than what they're used to.
Exactly.
And so The Sea Knows, I think, is a perfect book to educate young readers, young explorers like us, young scientists, young curious people, all about the ocean. I hope that you think so too. You can use it along with our teacher's guide, and I think it could be a great classroom tool.
Hope you enjoy reading The Sea Knows as much as we enjoyed writing it.
Absolutely.
And you can find it at all your favorite bookstores.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Bye-bye.
Bye.